Hey, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to do those transitions that I just showed you in the intro. For the first one I'm going to show you how to film is the first one, which is with the transition using bubbles. So let's get started with that one. Right, so for the bubbles transition you're going to need at least 2 clips that have a lot of bubbles underwater within the video clip. So there's actually a couple ways that you can get some bubbles inside your video clip with the GoPro, and here are some examples of the ways I like to do it. So for the first one, what I do is I put the GoPro just by the edge of where the waves are rolling in, and then I get one of the waves to cover the GoPro lens when it comes in. Some other ways you can do it are by chasing some, like, let's say marine animals like this dolphin clip, and sometimes they'll splash some water which creates a lot of bubbles, and you can also use this. Or you can, whilst just swimming or snorkeling, you can follow someone that's kicking the surface, and that creates a lot of bubbles too. And what you want to do is you want to film these clips in slow motion. So usually I film at 2.7K at 120 frames, so that you can slow down the frames to the exact frame where the bubbles are covering the screen entirely. So I'm going to show you this quickly. So once you have the 2 clips or 2 or more clips that have the water bubbles within the screen or filling the screen, what you're going to do is you're going to open the editing software of your choice. It doesn't have to be Davinci Resolve, but this is the one that I'm going to use, and you're going to import the clips into your media pool. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on the clip, and we're going to find the point at which as much of the screen is filled by the water bubbles. So for this dolphin clip, I'm going to play it through quickly, and at one point the dolphin kicks the surface and a lot of bubbles come into the screen, which is around here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just pressing the right button on my keyboard, and I'm finding the point at which the water bubbles are covering the screen entirely. So I think I'm going to use this frame right here. So we're going to clip this we're going to cut the clip here, and I'm going to mark out and mark in, and then we're going to drag this onto the timeline. So this is going to be the first part of the transition with the dolphins. And next what we're going to do is we're going to get the second clip. So I'm going to use this clip, which is me filming in slow motion where the waves are breaking on the water, and this creates a lot of bubbles. So this one has a lot of bubbles pretty much throughout the whole clip, so I'm going to choose a random frame around here. I think this one has a lot of bubbles, so I'm going to mark in, and then I'm going to mark out to get the clip, and I'm going to drag this onto the timeline. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to create a transition using the bubbles. So I think I'm going to move the dolphin clip a bit further along, I think around here actually. This is where the bubbles are most close to me on the screen. And yeah, so this is going to be the transition. It's very easy to do. All you have to do is cut the clip at the point where most bubbles are on the screen, and it looks a little bit like this. And you can also switch back from this one back into the dolphin clip. So how I do this is, let's say instead of taking the bubbles right at the end of the clip, we're gonna bring the bubbles right to the beginning of the clip. So I think this is a frame just as the bubbles are starting to come into the screen. So I'm gonna mark in and then we're gonna get the rest of the clip and mark it out. And now if we put this at the end of this, where the bubbles are ending on the other clip, it's gonna look a little bit like this. So we're going in from the dolphins into bubbles, and then we're going to go from bubbles back out to the other dolphin clip like this. So it's a smooth looking transition, which is pretty unique. So I like to use this a couple times in my videos, and I think you've probably seen it before if you follow my channel. I think one thing I am going to do though is this clip of the bubbles is not completely straight. So I think I'm going to straighten the horizon quickly. You can do this with the rotation angle. Gonna switch it around this way a little bit and then zoom in, because so the edges don't get cropped. And yeah, I think I like how it looks better like this. So yeah, let's watch this through quickly and we'll see how it turned out.
I wish I didn't want you. I was doing just fine, the way that it was. Then you hand me these emotions, didn't want them, but I guess that I'm stuck with them. They could go away, but I know they won't, and I should let it be. But I'm gonna dive into you. And maybe I tried, but what can I do?
So for this next transition, which is going from above water to underwater, you're just going to need 2 clips. And the second clip is just going to be any underwater clip that you want. So that one you're going to be transitioning into. And then the first clip is the one where you have to film separately or film in a special way. So what you're going to do is you're going to start with the GoPro above the water, and you're going to be moving the GoPro into the water as quickly as you can, so it creates some water bubbles. And you usually want to film this in slow motion again. So for this one, I filmed my friend doing a backflip off a boat, and then just as he lands into the water, I'm moving my GoPro from above water to into the water. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to use the first clip, which is the above water clip, and I'm going to find the frame where the GoPro goes beneath the surface, where I'm bringing the GoPro down. So that is going to be this part of the clip, and what you want to do is you want to find the point at which the GoPro is just reaching underwater. So I think I'm going to use this clip here, this part of the frame right here, and we can adjust this later. So I'm going to mark out, crop out of here, and then I'm going to drag this onto the timeline like this. And then the second part of the clip is the underwater portion of the clip, and what you're going to do is you're just going to place the part of the clip you want behind the video. So I'm just going to use the same dolphin clip as we used earlier, and I'm probably just going to use the same part where the bubbles are coming in. You don't need the bubbles, it just makes it look a little better. And it's actually just as easy as this. So it's going to be switching from above water, and the underwater scene is going to be the next clip, which is this one, which I'm using. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this transition. If you want to make it look even smoother, you're going to be using 2 clips where the color of the water is the same. For this one, I'm using a dark looking clip, dark blue water into light blue water, so it doesn't look as smooth, but I still think it looks okay. It's doable, and this is really useful when you want to transition your video from a sequence of above water scenes into a underwater sequence. It's usually a little weird to go straight from above water to underwater, but using this transition you can do it pretty smoothly. So yeah, I recommend using it at least once or twice in your video if you have a lot of ocean scenes. So for the first 2 transitions that I just showed you, they don't require that much extra editing. You just have to put the clips together. The third transition, which is the light ray transition, it requires a little more editing, and I have a separate video for this on my channel, so I'm going to link that below and also show you the thumbnail on the screen right now. So if you're interested in how to do the light ray transition, please look there. Okay, thank you for watching to the end. I hope these transitions will help improve the videos that you make with your GoPro clips. And I have a whole bunch of other GoPro tutorials on my channel if you're interested in learning more about the GoPro. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Thanks.